Hello everyone and welcome to episode 148 of my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play series, where we have gotten pretty far into the game, and several episodes ago we started the Heart of Thorns expansion, and we are only partway through the Heart of Thorns expansion and everything that I want to do with this entire expansion and all the post-release updates. But today we are going to be completing the main campaign of Heart of Thorns with Act 4 of Heart of Thorns, which features 2 story missions. In our last episode we spent a ton of time in Dragon's Stand, and we still have one hero challenge left to get here, which we need a ley line gliding for, but we are going to go ahead and leave and complete these 2 story missions where we've explored through Verdant Brink, Orc Basin, Tangled Depths, and now into Dragon's Stand with many different story beats that we have experienced. And one of the more important aspects about the Dragon's Stand part of the story is that the story missions, predominantly the second one that we are doing, coincides with the meta event that we did last episode, where basically as that meta event is happening, this story mission is also happening at the same time, which is a very interesting concept, and we'll get to experience the other side of that. But first we have Bitter Harvest, where we can see this incredible piece of loading screen art here, and we will be able to begin the end of our adventures as we meet up with Bram and Canuck.
I wonder if Zojja or Logan knows anything about the dragon's weakness, since they've been with the Mordrum this long.
I have to say, I'm still a little surprised you'd consider that, instead of just trying to bash it with your mace.
I'm not counting that out either.
Those 2 might know something, but we have to save them first. And to do that, we need to catch up with the rest of the team.
Let's go ahead and continue forward. Have some Mordrum threats here. I see a Ritlock up ahead. That's kind of gross if you think about what just happened there. But let's go ahead, fight to these Mordrum. We do have an achievement marker here, Untethered. I don't entirely remember what that achievement is.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Interesting choice of words for a Char in a blindfold. How goes the search?
Come on! We're still on the trail, but this area is infested with heavy Mordrum trolls.
Truthfully, we weren't able to go much further without some help. It's a good thing you arrived. What did you find in Radanovis?
Their research indicates Mordremoth has a vulnerability. We only have to discover it.
Then let's stop wasting our breath. We have friends to save and a weakness to find.
Ah, it's good to be back with you, Ritlock. I like the way Tribunes think.
Rocks were on you.
We can go ahead and continue forward really quickly. I just want to check out the map here because we see a new area of Dragon's Stand, Bitter Harvest, that wasn't available in the open world version of the map and is exclusive to this story mission, which I think is actually a really fun idea. And we see that in some other examples in the game, like Claw Island, and another big example that we'll see far into the future. Let's go ahead and fight this Mordrum Shrow here. And a couple of Cavaliers. Oh, kind of saw that coming from a mile away, but I still got stunned.
Zojja and Logan all this way, so close to its power. Do you think Mordremoth knew we would follow?
Rox is really running far ahead, but we do need to be careful as we progress through here. A ton of Mordrum everywhere.
What dreadful business.
Into a new area that looks really cool. Got some blighting pods there, some pieces of the jungle and of Mordremoth. Let's continue down this way to a new group of enemies. I love this couple of waterfalls. And we can see the Heart of Thorns off in the distance.
We don't have time to try both. If one's a dead end.
Yeah. We can't lose anyone else.
Kaz, scout ahead. We'll clear the next patrol and meet you at the fork in the road.
Right away.
You are weak. Give in and find peace.
Mordremoth still taunting us. But here we have a few different directions that we can go. And then we have a split in the road. There are also some sharpshooters that we do need to be careful of. So let's go ahead and glide over this way. Our friends will follow. Very interesting method. Let's go ahead and glide down around here where we are going to have the fork. Casimir went up ahead to scout.
Casimir.
Don't worry. She has a knack for popping in right when you're talking about her. Perfect time.
What did you see?
I found them both, but they're heavily guarded.
Are they alive?
I couldn't tell. That trail leads to Logan, the high road to Zojja. Your orders, Commander?
Let's go ahead and pick one where we can pick that we'll go after Zojja and the rest of our team will go after Logan, or vice versa, where we can go ahead and pick. Let's go with Logan.
Marjorie and Canuck, you're with me. You four head for Zojja and keep an eye out for Traherne.
What if we're too late?
Burn the bodies.
If we're too late, burn the bodies. And that means a lot more when we were talking about our friends of Logan and Zojja. Let's go ahead and continue forward this way, where there are a ton of Mordrim ahead of us here. Lots of AoE attacks on the ground. There's also archers ahead of us that we can clear out to help our friends. Some teamwork going on here. It's like we're playing Portal 2 or any other co-op game where one person has to do things so that the other person, who's like completely separate, can progress through their individual area. Carefully dodge the snipe. Oh, well, that's a very cool longbow. We can easily kill a sniper like that. And that clears the way for us to be able to progress this way. Let's go ahead and enter into this very beautiful looking area. Also some desolators here. Go ahead and throw that. And then I need to remember which of my abilities deal CC damage. We don't have a ton, but we can also deal a little bit of damage there. I guess I have my elite ability. Mordremoth knocking us down.
What happened? Where?
You there!
Commander,
Make yourself
gods.
useful and pick up a blade.
disappeared during our last
Blade?
fight. We feared the worst.
For
Okay.
what?
Just
Because the
Right.
dragon commands it.
Back
I am
there,
no slave to that
or in
monster.
here.
This
My head is
creature
fine.
defies Mordremoth.
I'm glad to see yours
Attack!
is still attached to your shoulders.
It
Got
gets
a
harder
couple
and
of
harder
overlapping
to get
dialogue there.
I know.
It certainly does. Now let's find Logan.
Was that some sort of Sylvari thing? I didn't understand a word.
Let's go ahead and progress this way. Some more Mordrim guard. They're trying to convert us. Go ahead and deal with this Legion Thrasher. We should probably try to get out of the field here. Switch our axe. Once the field's down, going for some big damage, except he just instantly brings it back. These are definitely tricky enemies to defeat. But here we can see a blighting pod. It looks like Logan Thackeray is inside of it, as we can see through the wall of the pod there, or the window, whatever.
Logan?
Logan, can you hear me?
Can break him out.
The others. Zojja.
We're getting you out.
The darkness. I didn't know where to stand. It was lifting me.
You're safe now. Can you walk?
Did the Mortram let anything slip about the dragon? A weak spot?
No, nothing.
Marjorie, steady him and meet up with us. Canuck and I are going ahead to find the others.
Don't want to leave the plant with the plant food commander?
Nothing personal. We're both at risk of turning here. And maybe I simply enjoy your company, Canuck.
I don't blame you. Lead on, then.
Let's continue this way, where we can go across this massive chasm here. Where we have this very cool bridge, and we have another bridge here, which would have been built if we had gone in the other direction. But we can go ahead and loop around here and try to save Zojja to the best of our ability.
There, up ahead.
What have they done?
Assist me! Zojja?
They stopped us. We didn't make it yet.
Keith. What's she doing here?
We found her tracking Fowlin, and then were waylaid by this group of Mordrin protecting that twisted branch.
Fowlin's here too?
Whatever that thing is, it's not Fowlin. I came to put it out of its misery.
Get in line.
Behind me, too.
No time to argue. We have to get Zojja. Bram, she makes one wrong move. You put her down.
With pleasure. Hand over the daggers, traitor.
Let's go!
Zojja!
And see a ton of copies of Zojja.
That's why Zojja and Logan were brought here.
The jungle dragon has outdone itself with this one.
Let's go ahead and clear up this area. Zojja yelling burn. Burn us.
Far be it from me to deny their wishes.
Let's go defeat this Zojja. And hopefully we can try to break her out here. Attack the Mordrin pod.
Get back! It's going...
She's unconscious.
We must have been too late. She's much worse than Logan.
You found him?
They did indeed.
Logan, I knew they couldn't make mulch out of you.
Redlock. You came back. Where were you?
Oh, learning a thing or two here and there in the mists. You know, typical jumping into a rift sort of thing.
Anything to help me kill this dragon?
Why don't you let us handle that? This team, they're as good as we ever were.
Isn't this touching? Destiny's Edge reunited at last. Zojja, you're looking well.
Fowlin.
It isn't Fowlin. Mordramoth is behind those eyes.
Whoever it is about to be put in a grave.
You'll have to catch me first.
Let's go.
Kaz, take Zojja and Logan and portal them out of here. Rox go with. Keep them safe.
Well, now we have saved Logan and Zojja. A little too late for Zojja, but she does still seem to be alive. Let's go ahead and leave out of this area and pursue Fowlin, the individual who basically killed Aristic-Alkin, and one of the biggest enemies that we see in Guild Wars 2 through the Savari personal story, into the Twilight Arbor dungeon, and now here into Heart of Thorns with some context learned during Living World Season 2, and probably some shenanigans during Living World Season 1 with her Nightmare Court being used by Scarlet Briar. Let's go ahead, try to kill these snipers and not die in the process. As we kill each one, it will get a little bit easier with less lines. Let's go into Shroud to save my life. I think there's just this one left. And we can go ahead and enter into the Dragon's Domain, which is where we came at the end of the Dragon Stand meta. And see the Heart of Thorns up close Very cool, like clouds or whatever forming. And a mortar breacher that we can go ahead and fight. So looks like it's mortar wolves. And then we need to go around this way. We can glide here and then jump along these little stones. We can see Fallon off in the distance there. And carefully come here.
You slaughter Zosia's children so easily. They were so beautiful. So much better than their mother.
They're monsters!
Don't you see? Harmony is coming, and you will join Mordremoth.
Your harmony is slavery, and we will not stand for it.
Continuing our pursuit. First, we gotta get past all these enemies. We're in an area of the dragon's domain that we did not originally come to. During the meta, we stayed on the islands and over on the northwestern part. A couple of snipers. Try to deal with them before we deal with all the other threats. I think there's still one alive, maybe? There it goes. And the husks should follow. Fallon just continuing forward ever so slightly, launching more and more enemies at us while taunting us.
You may have uprooted Zosia and Logan, but you'll never make it to Traherne. He'll have the pleasure of following his true master.
He'd rather die than serve you.
Soon, he won't be able to tell the difference. Soon, he'll become part of us.
You can see a very interesting structure in the background there. First, let's kill this group to get towards it. Just a few punishers. That shouldn't be too dangerous. I also remember now that this is a massive stun for us. But let's continue forward here, getting closer. See a group of stalkers up ahead. And just defeating a wide variety of different Mordrim.
Please, let me fight. I can help you reach Traherne. I only want to kill the dragon. It's difficult to kill the entire Savari horde, but that's better than living in its grasp.
It's the only end I've been working toward. Fine. Potential risk to our people aside. If you cross me again, I'll personally send you to the mists.
Let's continue forward here. And in to the Heart of Thorns.
This is dangerous territory. Everyone stay alert. Oh God. This place.
Where do we go?
Up.
And let's go up. Where this is just spinning all around. There's some vine walls here. This is a really cool moment. Let's go ahead and try to break the vine wall while dodging all of these different things popping up off the ground. And some various enemies here and there as well. Group of punishers. You can kind of expect it coming down. If you look up, it seems to be a wave that goes down this entire spiral here. You can see it there. So let's get. Ooh, well, this is fine. Sit here out of the way. Our achievement here must be to not get hit by those vines. That's my guess. Let's go ahead and try to defeat this vine wall and get out of dodge there. Easily defeat this vine wall. No threats behind us. Let's try to get up a little bit. I guess come over here first.
Yes. I feel Mordremoth's eyes bearing down upon me.
Where is the beast? I want to meet eyes with the jungle overlord.
It's not one thing out here, Bram. It's everything. The entire time we're traversing the jungle, we're afoot on its back. Feelings of a hound.
If that's the case, then...
Bram,
I know it doesn't hurt it. It's something I had to do.
What will hurt it then? This thing looks pretty solid.
we'll figure it out. But right now, we have to free Traherne from whatever fate Mordremoth has in store for him here.
So Mordremoth is the jungle itself. So everything that we have been traveling through is Mordremoth, making him pretty unique compared to the threat of Zaitan, for example. But let's go ahead, get ready to glide over towards this little platform right here. Maybe just casually jump towards it too. Untethered complete.
You cannot stop the inevitable. You cannot silence the pulse of this world. Traherne is ours!
Not while any of us still breathe.
You can't run forever, Fowlin.
Ram,
Fallon, referring to Mordremoth
Will be avenged today.
as the pulse of this world. Go ahead and do our best to DPS her down as she continues to taunt us. And Bram falls for the bait. We have another achievement. Oh, no, that's still the same one.
Please, if there's any part of you left, let us free Traherne.
you still don't understand. It was never Traherne.
There's never Traherne.
Don't you know it's dangerous to rebel against your creator?
I don't care the cost. The dragon will fall, and we will be free, in life or death.
Go ahead and continue fighting Fallon. And it's definitely an interesting idea about how we, as a Savari, are fighting against our creator. As Mordremoth created us, what happens to us when he is gone? Let's defeat Fallon.
No, Traherne!
Not even a firstborn deserves that.
Kaith, are you...
Fine. I made peace with Fowlin's death when I saw what she'd become. I'm right behind you. Just give me a moment to destroy her body. The rest of you with me. Time to end this.
Story mission complete, but unfortunately Traherne was taken. Let's go ahead, grab our rewards here, and then we can enter the chasm for hearts and minds. For this is a very interesting story mission because we are going to go ahead and enter a lobby for the story mission, because we see every story mission having the possibility for players to play through it with 1 to 5 people, but this one has a challenge mode version of it, which is incredibly unique to story missions specifically. And the challenge mode is designed for 5 players in mind. So if you come down here, as we can in fact see, there are 2 players sitting right here at the entrance that we could potentially try to group up with if we wanted to try to do the challenge mode of the migraine achievement, which is a very famous or infamous achievement that many people have done, and I actually had a very good time going for it. But we can go ahead and enter Hearts and Minds and just do the story mission as normal. As we can see Mordremoth there, the mouth of Mordremoth, fighting against this adventure. Go ahead, check in with our allies as we go down into this
didn't even
chasm.
try to cover its tracks. Either this is a trap, or the dragon's getting desperate.
Doesn't matter. Traherne's here, and even if he is just bait, he'll still lead us to Mordremoth.
Mordremoth's here too. I can feel its mind all around us.
Yes. It's like some great fist, and it's squeezing.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get this dragon out of my head for good.
Agreed. Mordramoth must pay. And the world needs to see a Sylvari exact payment. Lead on, Commander.
So we are approaching the end. Let's go ahead and defeat this Mordrum here. Try to stun you really quickly and then burst some damage, finish you off with our great sword. Heal up as best as we can. I'm kind of considering changing our heal to something different maybe, because I feel like I'm not enjoying it that much. It's nice to stun the snipers so that they stop their charged shot.
Looks like there's only one way forward.
Let's move then. Stick close. We don't know what's down here.
Continuing this way, let's go ahead and find Traherne.
The dragon is focused on the battles outside. We'll never get a better chance.
Armies are attacking Mordramoth, and he is distracted by them. Looks like we have Mordrum Itzel here that we can go ahead and fight. That came out of the pod that I think Kaith accidentally activated or something. Maybe we did. Or we just activated that one on accident. And nothing came out of it. But let's go ahead and continue this way.
I see him. Hail Mother. What has the dragon done to him?
Commander, the pact, is it?
All but gone, brother. But my team and I will finish this.
It's too late. I know. I am part of the jungle dragon now. It is everywhere.
So how do we kill it? Burn every field and fell every forest?
No, it can't be defeated that way. It'll just grow back. Its roots have spread too far. Too deep?
Then we destroy the root. Mordramoth's mind. Its strongest attacks come from its mind, from the dream. That's our target.
Sound strategy, Commander. Turn the tables and attack the dragon the same way it's been attacking us. Brilliant. You don't need a translator to understand that. The dragon doesn't like this idea.
Yes. Strike at the dragon's mind through the dream. It can work. And my connection will provide the access you need.
The Radanovan said each Elder Dragon has a weak spot. We just identified Mordramoth's.
I'm ready. If I concentrate, I can open a path into the dream, into Mordramoth's mind. Your minds will make the journey, but your bodies will remain here in the cavern.
I've seen enough metaphysical landscapes lately. I'll stay behind to keep the Mordrum at bay.
I'll stay too. If something goes wrong, or Traherne isn't what he seems to be, I'll be standing by.
All right, 3 of us go in, 3 stay behind.
So here we have an important decision. 3 people will stay behind, and 3 of us will go in. And a very interesting thing here is that depending on the people we pick, our story is going to be slightly different with some different objectives within this mission. And where I think technically Kaith is the hardest of them all, if you were going on a technical basis, and Bram's the easiest. But between these 3, I think I might actually go with those 2. Where we can go ahead and leave Canuck here, but I think it's going to be important for us to let Bram come in order to let him avenge Air, and then Kaith can avenge Fallon. And we've been along with these 2 much more than we have been with Canuck, even though Canuck is really, really cool, and I like him a lot. Let's go ahead and tell Kaith.
Him, but we both know Mordramoth will enslave us all, just like Fallon. Let me help you end this.
Let her in. And I will quickly mention that there is special dialogue if you're playing as a Safari player and you pick both Kaith and Canuck, that everybody going into the dream is a Savari, which is a little concerning, and some people make some remarks about that.
My mother deserves justice, and I deserve the chance to get it for her.
Very well. Just don't die in there, or you'll ruin an otherwise noble gesture.
Wait, so 2 out of 3 going into Mordremoth's mind are Sylvari? Does anyone else see a problem here?
And we have that dialogue as well. That's 2 out of 3. But let's enter Mordremoth's mind.
You should not have come here. I am everywhere. I am all.
Only in your mind, and I will reduce your mind to ashes before I'm done.
Old words, but empty ones.
Thanks to you, my legend ended in failure. Fallen, forgotten, and far from home.
I'm done listening to these lies. You're not my mother. You're Mordremoth's toy.
So here we have a special boss fight against Erstagaken, where we have a very simple mechanic here, where air is very, very hard to defeat, but we can much more easily defeat Garm. The problem is Garm is revivable, so we can go ahead and defeat Garm, and then we'll have an opportunity to kill Erstagaken here. Kind of similar to the Beleren fight in World of Warcraft Midnight right now, where we have a moment to defeat Erstagaken before Garm is back up. So let's try to deal as much damage as we can before we enter the next phase with Garm being alive. And now that Garm is back alive, let's go ahead and fight him. I think technically maybe fighting Garm is a little bit harder because when we fight Air, she's kind of just sitting there stunned for a while. Go ahead and get ready to deal as much damage as we can to Air. CC her. We're standing like fire right now, which is bad for us, but we should be able to defeat Air.
Is this another trick?
Look there, a rift opened. Maybe now we can break Mordremoth's illusion. Let's widen the rift. The more we crack open this nightmare, the weaker Mordremoth becomes.
Let's go ahead and activate the reality rift. Clear this illusion, and then we can continue forward.
Commander, at the end there, she seemed like herself again.
That's because we overcame Mordremoth's illusion. And the real heir will be proud of how you did it.
Sweet, sad, lonely child, you'll doom us all. Without Mordremoth, Sylvari will cease to exist. The dragon created us. It sustains us, defines us. Without it, we wither and die.
I have to end Mordremoth's influence over us. It doesn't want soldiers, only mindless thralls.
You fight for natural harmony and to ensure your family's future, but without Mordremoth, you can't have either.
Yet I fight on. Better to be dead or nothing than to be what Mordremoth would make us.
So here we have another boss fight, and if I recall correctly, if we were to pick Knock, we would have a fight against himself. We have to like throw bombs, if I'm remembering that correctly. But here we have to avoid all these missile attacks, and we're also going to see her summon a bunch of ads that we will have to quickly defeat. I do quite like the mechanics here.
My children, our master calls.
Right here we have this Tormentor, and I remember this being kind of challenging. Let's go ahead, try to kill as many as you can. And you can also notice that they look like Firstborn. And was that everything? I think we defeated them all. A small stun there. Let's go ahead and continue here. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to get out of the ring, but then I decided to try to go out of the ring the other way, and then I just cut through the middle, which is where the orange was. I think at 50% we'll be able to phase again here. Let's go out this direction. Foul in here. And then try to kill these ones. Have Kaith herself. I don't think we got a single one in there. Doing as much damage as we can. We should have another phase at 25%. Go ahead and heal up.
Come, children, embrace your pale mother.
Let's go ahead and fight all of these ones. I don't recognize every single one, but also we do have some unnamed Firstborn. I think that was all of them. There's only like 4 this time. Let's try to dodge. I have no idea what I'm supposed to dodge there. Yeah, wait for that. Oh, I got hit there. That's unfortunate. But this should be the home stretch. But there are more Firstborn attacking. And we did just go down. Maybe, yeah, we can rally off of the Firstborn. Successfully defeat the blighted pale tree. We should have another rift to interact with.
Killing this mockery will be a pleasure.
Kate, no. I've seen this before. We need to open the rift to weaken Mordremoth's mind and disrupt its control.
If you say so. But I'm ready to strike if that fails. That's enough violence for now. That's what the Pale Tree would have been. What we all would have been if Mordremoth maintained control of her. The dragon only wants us as slaves like Fowlin, or puppets like Scarlet. Our race has no future while Mordremoth lives. I was right. Better no future than that. I have to see this through, no matter what. Mordremoth has to die.
Glad to hear you say that. But you'll have to prove it before I fully trust you again.
Until then, I'll contribute. Mordremoth seems unable to maintain its illusions in the face of such fierce resistance.
We're weakening it! Breaking its grip on the mindscape gives us the chance to take control! Our minds have power here too! Let's use it! I'll keep breaking Mordremoth's illusions until it's weak enough to kill. If you want to be a part of that, follow me.
Only possible victor. Become part of me and endure. Or fall forever into oblivion. We are the same. Let your mind merge with mine.
Make it! Just so close now, I can't concentrate! Can't think!
You have to. Focus your mind. Mordremoth's thoughts are invaders, infiltrators. Reject them. Listen to me. There's another tear here, in the mindscape. Come close. I can help you.
think it worked. My head is clear again. Thank you, Keith. I wasn't sure if you... Thank you.
You may never trust me again. I accept that. But right here, right now, you can rely on me.
And now, let's kill Mordremoth. For this is how Mordremoth sees himself within his own mind. This is his manifestation, or his avatar, or what have you. Let's go ahead and start attacking for a massive boss fight here, where this also has a harder difficulty as well, which is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and start dealing damage, where we have a ton of phases, like 10 phases or something, 9 phases throughout this fight, starting at 90%.
Mordremoth took us all.
Gridlock! No! This is a trick like before!
There we got Gridlock here. Our enemies gain a special mastery of a word that I'm not going to try to pronounce right now.
Rift open, boss. Show 'em how it's done.
Let's get over here. Activate the reality rift, and we'll have Gridlock fighting by our side. And we will also gain a buff, making this entire encounter just slightly easier. We can go ahead and begin once again to deal more damage.
Turned it against its master.
Let's go ahead and continue sending or defeating the illusions that Mordremoth sends. Do as much damage as we can here. We've already been fighting for a long time, but Mordremoth is still at 82% health. And into the next phase. I have Marjorie Delacour here.
I cannot be defeated.
And then over to the Reality Rift, where we do have Bram helping us out, which is good. And we can get another ally by our side.
Thanks, boss.
Where we have a 15% chance of quickness and we're going to slow.
Building up for a massive strike! Shield yourself or take to the skies now!
Let's go ahead and stay up in the skies. As so. Let's go ahead and try to avoid the attacks. And also go into stealth. You can see the mouth of Mordremoth. There's a shadowy form there, which we've seen a few times. We just need to stay off of the ground during this massive attack. Let's get a updraft here. We have lots of time. And that part of the platform gets destroyed. Let's get back down here. Go ahead and try to continue dealing damage here. We're stuck inside of the middle of this donut. Now we have a blighted Canuck.
But Mordremoth took me in.
Nice try, Mordremoth.
Try to deal as much damage as possible to Canuck. Hopefully we will be able to save him as well. Here's the Reality Rift. The one on the other side went away as we had the platform destroyed there.
You've toyed with me for the last time, Dragon.
Should be able to get to 60% much faster now that we have so many buffs, which is fantastic for us.
Let's do this then. Siren? You'll pay for this, Mordremoth!
And we see Siren, our Order mentor there. This is definitely an incredibly messed up thing for Mordemoth to do, as she lost her life at Claw Island. And if we were a member of the Vigil, we would see Forgo, or a member of the Order of Whispers, we would see Tybalt. And if you didn't join one of the orders, we would actually see Traherne right now. Let's go ahead, get over to this reality rift. Free Siren, we should get her buff as well.
It's wonderful to see you again. Always a pleasure, sister. Let's finish this.
And it is indeed wonderful to see Siren once again.
Protect yourselves or go airborne.
We're in here with Bram, and I wonder, can we just sit here, not go up? We're invulnerable. I always go up into the updrafts. I always spend a long time up there. But it looks like Bram is just doing one of the things he does best. Holds a shield for us. An important thing that we actually see many times, like in the final boss fight of Living Road Season 2, we see it return here. Of course, Bram's like opening up the shield for us.
Now it's just you versus all of us.
Soft bit. You can.
This is actually a very interesting boss fight because if we die, it does actually reset. You don't see that too many times in Guild Wars 2. So we do need to be careful about dying here, but we have so many buffs now. Make sure we don't fall off. Try to continue healing, dealing more and more and more damage. At 25% we see him become invulnerable once again. Where let's just go up because Bram's shield is not here yet, and that's kind of sketching me out a little bit. Maybe we should stay up here. Can of course go invisible. Mordemoth is throwing massive boulders at us, and these eyes can shoot us as well. There's an achievement to not get hit by the eyes, and it's one of the most difficult things in all of Guild Wars 2, and it took me forever to get that achievement. Because it's mostly RNG, I feel like.
Cover me while I open the rift. We'll tear the dragon's mind apart. There are too many. I can't hold them off. Then we switch. I'll defend and you open the rift.
Your strength is already weak. Mine is infinite.
Here we have some smothering shadows. Let's go ahead and defend Kaith. Pretty easy to defeat, but there are so many of them that this is actually just a tiny bit of a challenge. I have to make sure none get past. I'm actually not sure what happens if we fail. Let's go ahead and save our wills, because I think we're going to have an opportunity to fight Mordemoth here, if I remember. Been a while. Kind of losing ground a little bit here. We just have to keep defending Kaith for a set amount of time, I think. Zigzag back and forth between all of the shadows. Maybe we do have to do this twice too. This definitely feels kind of like a long time. I'm going to throw my wills down just to help out. Looks like we're almost done. It's flashing red. Kind of our sign there. The text in the top right corner of the screen.
It's open. Okay, prepare to attack. I'll activate the rift.
Let's activate the rift. Get ready to attack.
It's stunned. Hit it with everything
hit it with everything we have. Let's deal as much damage as we can. Don't want to do that again if that's a possibility. Down to 1% health. And let's go ahead and deliver the death blow.
Did it. 2 dragons down, 4 to go.
We did it. Mordramoth is dead.
Truly dead. I can't hear its voice in my head. It's completely gone.
And we Sylvari are still here. Still... us. I wasn't sure.
Commander? My sword, Galad Bolg, is nearby. It was a gift from the Pale Tree. I am connected, bonded to it. Only its power can free me from this. Please, bring it here.
One of the most legendary swords in the universe of Guild Wars. We have Galad Bolg Shattered. Let's go ahead and bring it to Traherne.
I have the sword, Marshal.
Quickly now. Use it on me. Kill me, Commander.
What? No! Mordramoth is dead! We destroyed its mind from the inside.
But I still hear its voice. Mordramoth is alive. One last hateful vestige. A terrible seed planted deep in my mind. You must kill me, Commander, before that seed grows, before Mordramoth reclaims what it has lost. What's left of me can't survive on its own. Strike now or...
I am the future. I am this world. You cannot destroy me. Run while you can.
I won't let all this be for nothing. I'm ending this now!
And hearts and minds with the Heart of Thorns campaign now complete. We get a ton of stuff there, but what a massive moment with that final cutscene, where we do unfortunately see Traherne die, but with him dying, Mordramoth, the second Elder Dragon we have killed, has died, which is such a crazy moment within the Guild Wars 2 story. But we also see, with Traherne's death, a ton of magic emanated out of him and launched through the jungle and into Glint's egg, which is very, very interesting. And we also get a very important item here called a Broken Galad Bolg, This is a sword, and the flavor text here says, I don't need to understand it, I only need to do what is right. Rhiannoch. We get a ton of other items there. And we can go ahead and start A Living World Season 3, Out of the Shadows, with Heir's Memorial in Holbrack, which we are going to wait to do. But I'm going to go ahead and get my mastery point here, and with my Messfoot inventory, you can get some random gear here, a ton of crystalline ore, and also get a Laystone armor box, where we can go ahead and pick anything we want, really. You can look at these vestments, they look kind of cool. Radiate some blue energy. I'll hold off on that for now. Let's go ahead and check here. Scholar's Pack. We got the Dragonvine Priory Strap. So now we just need to purchase these 3 items for the different currency. But we do need masteries in order to do that. Which we need New Hawk level 3, but we have all this other stuff here. And we can go ahead and head out of the story mission, and we can go ahead and begin doing a little bit of other stuff, where we do have Living Road Season 3 ahead of us. But let's go back on a little bit of a memory nostalgia trip to when Heart of Thorns originally released in 2015, where Living Road Season 3 started in 2016. And there's actually a little bit of a big gap between the Living Road Season 3 and Heart of Thorns that some people weren't really happy with. But we do see some stuff happen within that gap. The biggest, or one of the biggest, I guess, maybe the second biggest out of the 2 things I'm going to talk about, is the introduction of raids to Guild Wars 2, which was a major feature of Heart of Thorns advertised for the expansion. And we saw 3 raid rings released between Heart of Thorns and Living Road Season 3. And as we begin to go through Living Road Season 3, we actually have a little bit of story that we can learn within Living Road Season 3 that happened during the raids. We get like a little bit of a recap, which is really cool. But back when I started this entire Let's Play series, back with like episode 1, I had the thought of raids on my mind for when I would get to this point, because I'm not really interested in doing those raids, where because of that we won't really be doing them. But I did make, way back in the day when I first started making this series, for each of the raids I made story missions, but for this point in the story, or story videos, but to this point in the story, I made 2 specific videos about the first 4 raid wings in the game, and I'll go ahead and bundle them together down in the description, where the first video features the first 3 raid wings, and that basically covers a lot of story that we need to kind of know. It's not really that important, but going into Living Road Season 3, and we'll get a recap of everything we do need to know. And then the other video is Raid Wing 4, that coincides with Living Road Season 3 with some of the stories going on there, and it's also something kind of cool. And these are a couple of my oldest videos actually, so the quality is definitely a little bit different than how it is to this day, where hopefully, 3 years from now, this video quality seems really, really bad compared to what I'm producing in 3 years. But still, I really, really like those 2 videos that I made, one of which was actually watched by a popular World of Warcraft streamer when he was checking out Guild Wars 2, which is kind of a cool moment for me. But I'll go ahead and have those 2 linked down in the description. But with that, there's also a raid mastery that we can go ahead and unlock, which we actually see hidden in our mastery track here, where that's actually something common we kind of see, where I think I'm going to try to defeat one of the bosses. We'll see if it happens on screen or off screen. But if I come into raids, you can check here where there's challenge mode raids for something going on, and I'm going to not do IBS 5. And those are 2 scam ads and nothing in the training, so it's probably going to have to be something that I maybe organize myself just to kill one of the easiest bosses with a group of pugs just to unlock the raid mastery, or we can go ahead and just try to join a group ourselves at some point. But raids is one of the things released between Heart of Thorns and Living World Season 3, and the other is Heart of Thorns 2.0, where we see the initial release of Heart of Thorns actually have some issues that this many years from now I'm kind of forgetting some of the biggest issues that were fixed by this patch. But honestly, this patch was huge and kind of revitalized the game a lot and did save the expansion to some extent, where there's a lot of like changes and bug fixes, and the events were modified a little bit, and like the reward structure a little bit, and some other stuff like that. And that was a really, really big moment that we saw between these two major updates. But additionally, I guess a third thing that didn't happen in between Living World Season 3 and Heart of Thorns, but released during Living World Season 3, is an epilogue to Heart of Thorns was added, which we will see happen via a mail that will begin the epilogue after the next reset, or after 24 hours from when we finish the story mission. I'm kind of forgetting. So basically, next time we log in, we can take a look at that epilogue. But also, the next episode we do is going to be a very special episode, so the epilogue will be probably 2 episodes from now. And that's something that we can look at. And a little bit of a teaser is that it is connected to this broken Khalid book that we got. But those are some of the big things that I think are important to talk about in this current moment. And beyond that, we just have a lot of stuff all across Heart of Thorns that we can look at doing, where we have indeed completed several achievements here with Bitter Harvest and Hearts and Minds. And if we come all the way down here to when Heart of Thorns is here, we can see a bunch of achievements in Act 1 and in Act 2 and in Act 3 and in Act 4 that we could potentially look at doing. But then we also have the Heart of Thorns achievement category itself that we have been looking at for a little bit of time, where we have a bunch of mastery insights all around here that we should probably consider doing at some point. But I think for now, let's just spend a little bit of time to continue our explorations in Tangled Depths before we end this episode, because I think we can still do a little bit of stuff as we kind of process what just happened with all of the story missions here. Or I guess maybe first things first is let's go around this way and see if anybody is trying to do this hero challenge. It doesn't really look like that's the case, and I'm probably not going to even attempt it. Maybe we could say something in map chat actually. Alright, let's go ahead, get up here. And then I think there is also a mastery point that we can try to get here as well. But let's go ahead and say Dragon's Passage waypoint. Anyone need the hero point here? And then with that, we can go ahead and just wait. Where there are a ton of vampire beasts all around here. Let's go up here for a moment. We have this Blade Dancer. And this Modrum Troll. And then we can go to here. I think, oh yeah, that mastery. I have very faint memory of it. I think we have to go somewhere off in a different direction. We also have a chest over there that we can get. And I don't see, oh, I see one person over there. They might be going into the map. They might not be for what we are doing. And I don't see anyone in map chat saying that they need this hero challenge, so I think we'll continue this way for now. Oh, but there's a couple players up there. Maybe we should just wait another second. Let's go up this bouncy mushroom again. A little bit of a lag spike there. And let's just glide up like this. That makes it much easier. And we actually have a player coming up the direction, and then they drop down that way. Since there's so many players around here, let's maybe start this hero challenge. And we have this very difficult one where we are going to have to stun the Punisher like that. And the 2 ads spawn. Let's try to use our elite skill immediately. Oh, there's a player right there. And there's a portal. Let's just keep fighting. No idea what's happening here. portals activated. And someone came through. And looks like we have some help, so that's good for us. And at the same time as we get help, it looks like he gets help as well. Go ahead and stun them. Easily defeated the... oh wait, no, the Stalker's back. Just one-shot the Stalker. Continue fighting the Punisher. And there we go. This was definitely a tricky hero challenge to get. Let's go ahead and say thank you in chat, because I actually do really appreciate it. And then let's go this way, because I have a faint memory of how to get up there, but I'm not 100% sure. Where we can come this way, where we drop down to go into the depths of Tangled Depths. But we have an updraft here. Looks like we have a chain of updrafts. And honestly, I don't know if I've done this since Heart of Thorns originally released. But one final updraft here. We have a chest right here, some tropical birds. Go ahead and open up this chest, scare the birds, and then we're in this area of Deeproot Sink. Maybe this isn't where I was thinking. Maybe this is just a random chest. Because we are in a completely separate area of where I was originally intending on going. And this updraft leads towards the hero challenge, I think. But maybe there's like a little gap at the wall up there. Let's go this way. Actually, I don't think we can reach that updraft. So let's get up to here. And maybe we can jump into it from here. And then let's get into this updraft. Continue around this direction to here. Okay, oh. This looks a little promising actually. So let's go ahead and continue this way. There's a rich orichalcum vein there. But we're kind of on top of where this mastery point is. So not originally what I thought was the way to get here, but this looks really promising. Let's carefully drop down here. And here's the mastery with the veteran cave spitter. So let's go ahead and do our best not to die here. And then let's get this mastery point, where we definitely have a lot. 46 right now. We're getting pretty close to getting leyline gliding, which is exciting. And we need to get some more experience. Let's go ahead and go out the eastern part of the leyline confluence. Let's explore the Scar area, because we haven't really been there yet. This is a pretty big part of the map with the meta event that happens here. And we could try to do some of the events for some experience. But we can also just explore all around this area. And we will get more experience and more master points as we continue into Living World Season 3, which is exciting as well. But I'm also considering coming on some of my odd characters and just like farming a little bit of experience, since we've done pretty much all the events within the 4 Heart of Thorns maps that I am particularly interested in showcasing in this series. Where if we were to do like every event in Guild Wars 2, this would be like a very long series doing a lot of content I'm not particularly interested in doing. So we're just going to ignore that. Let's come up this way, where there is a point of interest over here, as well as a vista back this way. I've got the vine wall. The story here is that this wall leads towards Central Tyria, which kind of makes sense on the map there. And we basically have to make sure that the Mordrum aren't able to push into Central Tyria, because obviously that's a bad thing for the people of Central Tyria, our home, filled with our friends and family. Kill the sniper. And And then the vista. A very cool vista there. Let's go ahead and continue down this way, where maybe we can help out with this event that might lead to another event that might lead to unlocking this adventure here. Let's go ahead and fight the Mordrim around here. So we'll get some experience here. Also complete another event, I suppose. Might progress an achievement or two. The sniper here should be easy to kill, as we took half of his health with one hit there. Potentially more than half. Go ahead and attack this cavalier. Except just the raptor. We have successfully completed that event. Going to get some special rewards here, including 10 vials of chalk acid. But now we have to protect the cannon until the Mordrim migration is stopped. Let's come attack this bristleback, just to get some early progress here. A ton of spores all over the ground. Easily break the bristleback. Also some jungle plants here. Another bristleback. There's a massive one up there. And let's come down here to defend. This rolling devil is a little annoying, of course. Come this way. Oops. Oh, there's a rolling devil there still. Let's come finish the bristleback. We've progressed halfway through this event thus far. We definitely have to complete many events, and I think honestly the best way to get experience is probably just to log in really quickly to fight like the Chalk Garant and Octavine, the Wyvern Matriarch and Vernon Brink maybe, and just get a little bit of experience from like the events that give the most experience. Especially Orc Basin gives like a ton of experience compared to the other two, I think. Probably the most worthwhile for us. Of course, we will run out of master points at some point. And that is this event complete. So we can return back to this direction and we can give this adventure a shot. Where this is kind of a fun adventure that I remember doing pretty easily, I think. If I recall it correctly, where we might be able to get gold without too many struggles, and I don't know where I'm going because the entrance is right down here. And we have the drone race. Heart of Thorns adventures are so fun, but let's just give this an initial shot here where we can go ahead, give ourselves a boost, give ourselves a shield, and we can also dash forward and evade attacks. And I dashed into that. Okay, let's give this more of a worthwhile shot here. So we need to not dash into that. We do get stunned for a second, but I think it's worthwhile. Let's go around this way. Let's go here. Let's get this. Oh, the shield did not work in our favor there. Okay, let's give this another shot. Am I too close? Oh, I thought I was too close for a second. Okay, let's line this up better this way. Oh, shield. Oh, wait, the shield does work. Okay, fourth time's the charm. Fourth time is the charm. As I almost go into that. Okay, let's just continue here. Go through here naturally. And then we can use this ramp to actually launch ourselves. But it didn't launch us far enough, so maybe we needed to start a little further back. I think the dodge ability might give us a little bit of extra momentum for a split second. Okay, let's try here. Almost. I'm kind of dying a little early there, I feel like. But I also feel like this is very doable to get gold. You just have to be quick and efficient. I think this one vine here is definitely a little bit of a nuisance. Oh. I thought I was far enough away. I was trying to skirt the line there. This person's here. Just try to show off the skills we've learned, because what attempt are we on now? 9th time's the charm. Let's go here and then like that. Oh, so close. Let's give this another shot. Maybe we don't want to go up there. I definitely feel like we do though. Almost. Okay. I'm dying so early. Maybe this is insane in the literal sense. Maybe we don't want to go up that ramp. Let's see here. I think we have to. Let's come all the way here. Try it like that. Oh. I think my angle was a little bit off, but maybe that was the right idea. Oh, that was the wrong angle there. I definitely made a mistake there. Okay, one of these tries, surely. I was saying that I remember this being a little bit easier than it currently is, but maybe I'm just worse at this in my old age of 26. Okay, around here to here. Okay, let's angle better. Why am I dying? Maybe, do we need to go here? Let's try to angle more to the right, maybe? And if we do angle more to the right, I think then we need to be further up the ramp. So maybe let's combine those two ideas together into one. Go through here. Over to here. And then angle that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Progress has been made. Oh, be careful of all these red circles. And then let's just wait a second here. And then don't land in this. Let's go around to here. Up to here. And then we have one checkpoint left. What? Why? That's crazy. Why did I die there? Okay. That was much better than the previous attempts. Maybe this is buggy? Do I dare say that word? Is it too early to say? I don't remember the hitboxes being this difficult to work with. But we did this like that. And I guess I wasn't good enough that time specifically. I don't remember the specifics of the last time we did this. And I kind of don't want to give up. But maybe it would be more worthwhile to go somewhere different. Okay. I don't know. The hitboxes are so tall there. Maybe we need to use energy shield. Is that, wait, energy shield before burning barrel roll? Is that my mistake? Or while we do it? Are we just like burning up? I thought I could do it midair. Okay, let's go back. That might be my mistake. A complete mechanic that I've just completely have forgotten about. Because maybe like lore-wise, you're gaining like too much energy on these sick jumps or whatever. The Charcollies jumps. So let's go ahead and activate that. Okay, that's not it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I need to try at the very end. Because I keep going early. And maybe the key to success is going late. So let's give that a shot. Might as well give it a try. 23rd times the charm, or whatever number we're on. Okay, that's not the charm. Let's give this a few more tries. But now that I've spent so much time doing it, I feel like I'm committed. Kind of have the duality of Heart of Thorns here. I just went into the mind of a dangerous elder dragon, saved Tyrion. And okay, I feel like I'm supposed to be alive there. And now we're just racing this little char car around. Okay. Maybe it is late and it's also the combo of the shield. It's going to be important. Sit here, and then I definitely wasted time there.
Watch out, everyone! The insects have found us!
Up here. I have to wait like 5 seconds. Okay, died again. I think we're getting it down though. Okay, I guess we can activate the shield. I think I messed up here. Activate the shield while we are in the middle of the air. So I think 29th times the charm, or whatever number we're on. Really bad at keeping track of that, I guess. The shield cooldown is significantly longer. And I was just way off there. Just die. That was just bad aim on my part. I don't play too many FPS games anymore, I guess. Okay. I just did not gain enough height there. I do think every time I die, I kind of learn something or reinforce something, which is good. I think I'm getting consistently better at this. I said this was going to be really easy. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you can't use the shield while in the middle of the air. So maybe we start on the platform So we like press 3 while on the platform and immediately press 1 to maximize the shield length. That. And then I just die randomly. I think to some extent I don't know exactly why I'm dying some of these times, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And maybe I'm just missing something that's very simple, but it's also been like such a long time since I've done this, so I might just be completely out of practice. Like, why am I dying there? I have the shield, I'm like way above it. That's interesting. I wonder what's happening. What is happening there? Carefully go around this way. Okay. I don't understand. Also, am I wasting my speed boost by using it at the start? Are we going... Wait, do we actually get the speed boost while we ramp? Do I need to be doing that too? Okay, let's hold it. 2, 1, 3. No, that's not it. Oh, I do think maybe it is it actually. Because we're going significantly slower. I died. Where we use the speed boost. Yeah, and we just go much further. Okay, maybe we speed boost at the bottom of the ramp and then press 3 and then press shield. Okay. I meant to shield there, but actually didn't need it. Okay, it looks like part of my issue is I'm not speed boosting correctly. Let's get to here. Save the shield, because I think that'll save time for us. And then let's get to here, like this. Why am I dead? I actually don't fully understand. Maybe I need to go to the right. And by right, I mean left. Looks like there's a group organizing for a dragon stand, which is actually kind of nice. Okay. I'm learning that maybe this adventure is not the best. I have fond memories of this, and now I do this again, and I have less fond memories. I think that's kind of like an interesting aspect of this entire Let's Play series, is that I kind of get the new player experience to some extent, which I think is important for veteran players to experience to the best of their ability, so that they can better understand the game. Okay. Let's go around this way. And then here, let's go like this. Like that. Into here. Huh? Wait, what happened? Oh, I got gold? It looked like I failed, but I got gold. Okay, my efforts were not in vain. I did get gold. I got a ton of experience. That's so weird. Why is it not showing up like that? But I did get gold, and I got the mastery points, which is great. And I beat gold by like 19 seconds there, which is fantastic. But with that out of the way, that was a massive like 20-minute detour. let's go ahead and just do a little bit more stuff around Tangled Depths that I think is important for us to grab. We have part of the Scar event over here. Just go down or up this way. And I'm trying to remember specifically this vista up here, because we have to get to it through one specific method that I'm also kind of blanking on. It's been a little bit of time. Just carefully progress up this way, around here, and maybe we want to go up there, or maybe we want to be here. Okay, actually, memory's coming back. Let's go across here. We have this crystallized supply cache. And then we can jump up this way, or over here and then up this way. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Maybe it is actually this way. There we go. A little tricky jump there. And then through here. Maybe we want to go up here. And we just discovered Scar Lane for the meta event. And that gives us Tangled Depths Explorer, so we have explored everything. We can go ahead and get to this vista, which is a very, very cool looking vista that I love a lot. If I can get directly under it. And here we also have a diving goggle that we can go ahead and equip as so. Let's go ahead and just dive down into the water down here. Down into Scar Lane. Get the Cascade Descent. We also get the Chalk Hive Dive Master, which is great. And we do have a point of interest over here that we can go ahead and try to grab really quickly. Should help us out a little bit with our map completion, but there's also a mastery point right up there that we might be able to grab as well. So we got Terraced Hive. Let's try to go up the terrace a little bit here. That didn't help us at all. Let's try to go up this way maybe, because then we see this here. And this is a very important area that we'll be returning to in a moment. But really high up here. Have some chalk eggs floating there. We should be able to glide over to this mastery insight. Get ourselves another mastery point, which is great. And then I think that's everything here. Let's go back to Radhanovus just for a second, because I want to return to Scar Lane, but I also want to take another moment to go down memory lane, go on a little bit of a nostalgia trip. Let's go over here and let's go up this bouncing mushroom, because this is the way that I got to Scar Lane the first time that I did that, back when Heart of Thorns was first introduced. And I thought this was a really fun experience, and I don't think we've done this yet, so I just want to go ahead and show this off, because it's just one of those random things that I have a very vivid memory of for no reason other than the fact that it is kind of cool as you progress through Tangled Depths here. Up a ton of bouncing mushrooms and into a completely separate area of the map through an area that is honestly quite beautiful. I love this spot a lot. Love all the waterfalls, the green foliage as we come out into the sun. But we have the last mastery point that I have to get on my main account, where I have every single Heart of Thorns mastery except the gold mastery point that you get in this adventure. So we're going to give this a shot, and I'm probably only going to do this once. We want to use action cam here, which I don't have action camera key bound to my normal key. So let's go down here, and I need to find, probably going to go past it. It's probably camera or user camera. Toggle action camera doesn't have a key, so let's do that. And then we have basic shot here, ignite, chopper fuel, movement ability, cluster, and then also the flame barrier. So let's go ahead, reactivate this, and give this dang hero challenge a shot, where I'm actually going in the wrong direction. So let's reset that really quickly. And this is back towards where we just were. Where am I? I'm being silly. Okay. One final reset. Continuing this way. Let's chalk it here. That will spawn some chalk. And also lower the heat on our scrap rifle. I want to try to grab as many of these as possible. And do I not have speed boost mushrooms? That's unfortunate for us. Got more here. Bouncing mushrooms, probably the most important part. I don't really have a ton of chalk following me, which is bad. Some more there. I think the eggs also heal me, which is good. Okay, and then let's throw that there. Try to do as much damage as we can. And I'm so bad at this adventure. It's also been a long time since I've tried, because I kind of gave up on it. Let's come up here for a second. Get a chalk drone. And this one as well. This is not the most efficient thing we can do. We did get through the bronze. What's the word I'm looking for? The bronze threshold. And this bouncing mushroom is not working, which is really unfortunate for this certain situation that we're currently in, because I want to take this bouncing mushroom. And I don't know why I can't. Let's go over to this bouncing mushroom. There we go. I guess this is as good of a place as any. Got the attention of those ones. Try to come back up here. Of the overheating mechanic. you. Light them all on fire. We did cross the silver threshold, which is good. Now let's go down here. About to lose, but honestly not too bad for my first attempt in a very long time, not following any guides whatsoever. Where I think when I do come and do this, I should probably get like Blish Hut or something. But we did get a mastery point for getting silver, which, let's check the adventure really quickly here. Lifetime, I got 115. Where's my main character? I don't see it on here, but I think it's up there. Let's go ahead and leave this instance. Where it is interesting, we got a private instance to do this in. Now let's go back to Radanovis and let's go check out some other areas as well. Because we can go over towards the command center. Where's the fastest way to get there? Maybe this way? Around this way. And it looks like this entire meta event is still going on. So maybe we could tag the end of it. Defeat Vox, if there's actually people up here. Where I do have the point of interest in here. And there's some people in here. Let's go ahead and help out. And then maybe we can intercept these people to do maybe the most difficult of the hero challenges in the game. Which is a hero challenge located right under this place in a very special area we can explore. We can get there by gliding through this way, but there's also a special opening that appears. Except we might all be dead here. I'll try to revive. But that's not gonna work out well for us. And there we go. That's good for us. Battle standard. Get some experience by doing this event as well, which is great. And we have successfully completed the Radanovis meta event. Let's go over this way, where we actually have Zin's Printomatic. We have research supplies and the study guide. Where we need 10 words of excellence. Get the study guide, and then we could get a bunch of books if you want. And then we can also do like quiz questions around Radanovis. But let's go ahead, drop down here into this incredible area filled with a ton of mushrooms known as the Radanovis Orchards. And let's say I need this HP as I die. Let's go ahead and save my life there. And let's hope we get some help. Where there's actually another player here. Let's open this cache really quickly and then maybe we'll be able to complete this hero challenge, hero point. And let's go ahead and start fighting the queen. So, and this is, as I said, maybe the most difficult of the hero challenges. Where that person has full died and I cannot save them. hopefully they'll be able to respawn. Got a little bit of a lag spike there, which is unfortunate on our part. And I need to go back over here. And let's start kiting this way. Person's just sitting there, which is incredibly unfortunate for us. Because I'm just going to die, and they won't be able to help out. Don't get... Oh, okay. Let's go ahead. Try to do something, but let's go ahead. Go back to this waypoint. And let's try to get back towards this hero challenge. And let's see if there's still people up there. Oh, this person's here. Let's get back through the main entrance. And let's see if there's anybody around here. We did get a ton of tags on the Mushroom Queen, so if somebody happens to kill her while we are gone, we should be able to get progress or credit for completing the hero challenge. Looks like no one's in here. This person is back with us though. Let's check up on the top floor. See if there's somebody here. And back down here. Just gonna lose my raptor, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and kill this mushroom stomper really quickly. And let's go around this way, where let's give this another shot. Let's try to stun her. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to stun her in time. Oh, we have another player here. This is great for us. Let's try to get a big stun off once we can. Okay, this is great for us. Don't die here. Should be in the home stretch. This hero challenge is honestly so difficult, but it seems like range is a great option. Let's go ahead and say thank you. Let's take a look at this area over here because it's very, very cool looking. Also have some water here. And if you go into the water, we are going to get attacked. I thought maybe it leads to the tunnels beneath Tangled Depths, but it does not. And largely, we just have a few different map completion objectives left. We have this hero challenge here, which we cannot currently do. We have one over here, which I think is actually up this way. Let's go ahead and give this a shot really quickly. Continue around here. And then I'm trying to remember. There is an adventure that we can give a stab at over here, and I think this adventure might also lead over towards the hero challenge. I think it's kind of a hard one though, if I remember correctly. Where we have a beetle feast. Let's give this one a shot, just to experience it. Where we have yellow mushrooms that are good, blue mushrooms that are bad. We have some yellow mushrooms that are bad, maybe. Yeah, that one's a bad one. I think there's like there's one that's helpful for us. The yellow bubbles is what we need. I don't have speed boost mushrooms just yet. Okay, that gave us a buff to Shadow Step. So I guess the purple mushrooms are good. Down to here. Shadow Step there. Then grab this one. Maybe we have to burrow here. Evade all these attacks and get through here. Then we have a little jumping segment. We have to not fall here. And then we get to here. Have a badger just hanging out. That's fun. That. Try to grab the yellow mushrooms around here. Juvenile beetle to help us out. Yeah, the power-ups are definitely incredibly helpful. Let's go ahead and burrow here because there's a ton of mushrooms attacking us. And in fact, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I thought it was that way. But it's this way, and now I don't have the burrow to go there. Oh, wait, I have it back. Okay. Let's go to here. 27 seconds remaining. Not a lot of time. And I don't know why I pressed that. Two more. I think I'm too far away. I almost got it though. Okay, let's give this another shot because I almost got it. But I did get silver, which is good. Go ahead and give this another go. And now I remember that the purple mushrooms are good. Sparkly mushrooms are good. Poisonous mushrooms are obviously bad. This one. Yeah, this is bad. Let's hope I didn't miss one. Just stay invisible here. I do think it was 15 at this point, which is good for us. And through here, gotta be careful. Grab this purple mushroom. Also, now know where I'm going. And the hero challenge is actually around here somewhere. I don't know why I did this early. I need to get around here. Oh, I missed one. Wait, can I go back? Do I still have time? Can I go back really quickly? This is so awkward. But I might still be able to get gold. Okay, activate all of this. Okay, let's go back. I messed that up so bad. That's so awkward. And I think I'm dead. Oh, okay, let's just restart. I don't know why I did that. Okay, mistake learned. Let's go ahead. Oops. Why? Okay. And go. I just got super stunned there. Third time's the charm. Hopefully we don't have the scrap car race, whatever it was called, situation happen to us again. Let's grab this mushroom, grab this one. I should probably just maybe do that. It's probably helpful. You see a purple mushroom, I should probably just press 3. I do think we need to be at 8 at this point. I failed that event. Down by the Mushroom Queen. I think spamming 3 is really good. Grab this one, and then we can burrow. I'll teleport forward ever so slightly. And then let's jump in here. Let's not make the same silly mistake we made last time or the time before in this specific chamber. Hold on to our 2 ability. Let's get this one here. All the mushrooms are always in the same spot, so if you do this a few times, hypothetically, you'll learn where to go. Here. I think that's all of them, right? Did I make the mistake again? It's supposed to be at 22 right now. Okay. Let's just progress through here. I think we're on the right track. Grab this. Purple one too. Ignore the poison. 30 seconds remaining. And you have this hero challenge in here. And there we go. So we have successfully completed that. Let's go ahead and try to attack all these monsters here. I do think it might be sent back to the start. I can try to clear this and get the hero challenge and die in the process, it looks like. These are big stun here. Queen deals so much damage, but I killed both of them. Let's commune with this place of power quickly. Hopefully, okay. It just lasts forever. Okay, commune with this place of power. And then we can open this magnificent chest. Got Beetle Feast Gold. Got a ton of experience. And we got those mastery points as well. Also have a Wizard's Vault. Daily objective to complete events, and I think that is that, where we have the last hero challenge there, and then we have a few points of interest that maybe I'll hold off until next time, where I'm going to go ahead and approach the end of this episode, where we spent a lot of time just continuing to progress through Heart of Thorns, and I've successfully completed Hearts and Minds, and then spent a lot of time doing some more random stuff around Heart of Thorns, where we are in a Dragon's Den map, which is actually very cool, and it looks like they're on the final boss. But I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good here. I really hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember to drink some water and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time in the Road of Tyria. Goodbye.